I'd like to talk a little bit about the eye area. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about what a lot of the exercises are actually doing. So I want to talk through some of them. I have ones, and now I don't have oil on right now, so I'm not going to do them, where it shows me gliding across this area above my eyebrow and below it, which you can do gently without any oil. If you want to add a little more pressure, you probably want to add a little oil because you see it's starting to kind of tug my eyelid. And then gliding along here, which is this is your ocular muscle. And when that pulls tight, it squeezes and your eyes become smaller, right? Also, when they squeeze, you get this nice, awesome crow's feet look, right? The other thing that they do is it starts to create your baggy eyelids. Now, this is one of my more troubled areas. It's actually what got me into doing this work was when I realized that I could do this work, my eyes reopened. I have pretty big eyes. The constant crow's feet went away, and my eyelids, I can actually put on eyeliner now without it like bumping over my skin. So I really truly believe in this work, but I have reels and I will post these reels kind of simultaneously with this video. But one of my favorite, just very gentle exercises is to take your thumb and press and hold for about 5 seconds. And then just keep doing that along the eyebrow. And after you've done that 2, 3, 4 times, you will see that it helps release that area and that your eyebrows start to lift. You can also come in and very gently pull up. Again, I started this video without oil, but you would have face oil if you wanted to do that pull up. You can just hold it if you want. Just try and make sure that you're not creating wrinkles in your forehead, but just holding that lift helps as well. And since these eye muscles kind of shift together, you can also very gently kind of pull down, and that's just going to help release those muscles. And now, again, I have reels going through the whole muscle release through that exercise. One of the big things I want to talk about, though, is the exercise like this. So you don't have it like this, but you can do both eyes. My eyes are very different, so I very often do the exercise one eye and then the other, because the level that they come to a shake is very different, and that's the zone that you kind of want to stay in, is that like shaky zone, so you're not squeezing your eyes, but when you close your eyelids, you want to feel that little bit of vibration. That's your motor neurons kind of recorrecting, and that's where that muscle can kind of create its muscle memory and tone. So in one of my reels, actually I think 2 of them, you have this nice circle. So that's going to keep this ocular muscle open. And I say that you should squeeze kind of with the focus up, right? So I'm going to focus with this under eye area as I squeeze. Now I'm trying to create that movement through right here, because when I squeeze here, you see how everything shifts that way? That pulls all of this. So it's actually pulling tight here. So what I'm trying to do is create a more evenness within right here. Now this is that area where as you get older, it starts to sink in and you get that kind of like sunken eye look. So if you can properly tone this area, and I, as you know, I do massage, a little bit of stretch, and the muscle tone. So it's not just working and flexing the muscle or just releasing it. With your eyes, you almost could, just especially if you're younger. But I'm creating this right here, and that will in turn refill that space that starts to sink in as you get older. You can even see, and when I post videos Typically, if I haven't worked my eye area, it's the other way around. So you can see just this movement right here is already starting to create that lift and openness. So the next one, so you would do that, you could do it like 10 times. You can go 10 times fast, 10 times slow, and then hold for 10. And then you're gonna do the same thing this way, right? So you're thinking of closing down. You can even look down. That'll help create that movement. And again, if you can see, I'm coming right to where it starts to shake. So I will, sometimes that's hard for me to find, and I'll just hold it there in that shaky zone and then do the other side. If you're in a hurry, like I said, do it all together, but I'm just gonna show you on this one side. Now what this is gonna do is as this area pulls tight, that muscle gets tight, this skin, which is very sensitive, starts to lift and become really baggy. So as I rework the muscle in here, first by releasing and opening it and giving it blood flow and nourishment, then by creating that proper eye movement, it's actually going to tone up my eyelid, creating that lift and elasticity again. So that's the difference between something that's very tight that skin's gonna loosen off of, and people get scared to massage it because they say like, it's already too tight. Too loose. Why would I be massaging something that the skin's already loose? But that's because underneath is tight and the skin is bagging up off of it. So if you loosen that, then they can work together and it actually creates a more, I guess, youthful appearance, a pliability within the skin and the muscle, okay? And then the last one, you're just trying to get a nice full circle all the way around. Now it's important what I'm doing with my eyes here. I have a tendency to have a heavy hand, as most of you know, so I push a little too hard, but you really don't need to be pushing, but I am pulling slightly apart, right? So if I'm doing it with both hands, I'm pulling just slightly wide. I'm holding that eyebrow in place. I can go above here because I tend to want to wrinkle up. Above here, I can go below here. You can practice both, whatever works for you. And then I'm pulling slightly apart so that I can create that movement, right? So I'm hoping this kind of helps you with as to why am I doing this? Get it? I'm just kidding. You know, because our natural tendencies are what are creating these wrinkles, right? So I go in the sun, this starts to happen, and this starts to happen. All of this pulls really tight. So another thing that would be really great for someone like me to do is to just get a nice, gentle through here. This one doesn't work as well for me. Sometimes I'll go here and then up. But all of that's gonna take that tight zone that's creating all these wrinkles and allow them to release. And then I can come in with my oils and start to work out where those wrinkles have started to come in, that crow's feet here, right? And work through that fascia that's become tight and help start to lift and release that zone again. So I will post a few reels in conjunction with this. And hopefully that helps. Let me know in the comments below and keep me updated. Take pictures before and after of what you're doing with your face, whether it's just like one area or your whole before and after. I'd love to see all of them. Thank you.